Hi, it's Leonore. I don't know why I've been having trouble saying my name. It's not. You know what? I'm just gonna stop saying my name, Taurus. Hi, Taurus. How are you? It's Leonore. I hope everyone is doing well. I do appreciate those who have subscribed to my channel. Trust me, I see the love. And you know, I always tell my viewers, you know, please subscribe, because I would love for these messages to go through to the collectives that, you know, also really need to hear the messages. In case you're viewing me for the first time, I do integrate astrology as well as tarot card reads and spiritual messages. Did I say that? Shit, it's Mercury retrograde, okay? And if it isn't, I always get the pre-shadow effect. What is Mercury retrograde? Problem communicating. How about that? All right, Taurus. You don't mind if I vent. Taurus, I do have a love reading, like a miniature love reading video that I do in between tarot card reads, meaning general. So this is like your general tarot card read. So I know I did your love read sometime in the last week or so, but this is going to be general. All right, if that makes sense. All right, so let's get started, shall we? I'm using my Wildwood Tarot today as well as my Game of Thrones to clarify it. All right. All right, so first spread. We have the Knight of Pentacle with my Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, Taurus. None of these energies are yours. Seriously? Oh, it's okay. Yeah, none of these energies are yours. Listen, there's someone. Okay. I can't. I have to. They're very strong energies, Taurus. This little horse right here, look what he's doing, or she's doing. Running. Definitely not galloping or staying still. It's running towards you. Not away from you, but towards you. Determined. There's something about this horse. All right, you know what? When I clarify it, I'll find out. And then we have this Knight of Wands, the fox, the horse and the fox. Okay. Now, you know what? What is okay? Let's put it in the characteristics of these animals. All right. And usually I don't do this, okay? I don't pick up characteristics of animals, you know? I said this horse is running towards you, okay? Wild, mind you, okay? No saddle. Younger energy, could be. Maybe immature. But this Knight of Wands, a little bit more mature than the other one, that's for sure. I would say maybe a lot more. It wants to settle down. This Knight of Wands wants to settle down. I don't think this Knight of Wands have ever been in a committed relationship. It wants to go forward with you blindfolded. I don't know if you see the fox eyes are closed. It's almost as if the energy, because it wants to get into the relationship blindfolded with you. Now this could pertain to the other person, whatever. You take the story as it applies. You may have trouble, rifts, maybe disagreements in the beginning. So if you're really thinking about going ahead with this fox, and what is the difference, Leonore, between the horse and the fox? Like, please let us know, because they're both animals. Well, this is a very aggressive energy. This one is not. Now, the characteristics of a horse. What does a horse do? It wants to win. I mean, at least, I don't know. I grew up by horse racetrack. All I know is horses want to win. But yes, they are gentle, okay? They can be gentle giants. We love horses, okay? We do. They're, you know, they are an amazing, peaceful animal. But this one is not. This one is not. Has the fox. With the fox, it's like, Taurus, I need you to understand, don't judge a book by its cover. That's what I'm hearing. You know, if you had a choice, no, this may not pretend to everybody, but if you had a choice to pick between, you know, keeping a horse, you know, Leonore, but I live in a small apartment. It's okay. Maybe you have a vacation home. I don't know. Let's pretend. Bear with me. If you had a choice of picking a horse, you know, to keep, as a, you know, just to have, you know, some type of sanctuary, you know, energies. Horses do that. And all horses, people use horses for some type of sanctuary treatment. But they don't, nobody uses a fox. Okay, who uses a fox for sanctuary? Unless you're trying to kill some chickens or raccoons, maybe I can understand you having a fox around. But it's just, I keep hearing, don't judge a book by its cover. So even though this horse, I mean, this fox here is going blind, like, I did say that this particular person, whoever you're thinking about, whoever's pursuing you, might not have been in a long-term relationship, meaning they might have never been married before. I don't think they had a live-in situation. I don't sense that it was a live-in situation. I do sense that they might have had like a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, you know. Not player energy though. Not a player energy. It's just like very calming. Very different from the horse. It's like two different energies. Oh God, I hope that makes sense. Let's clarify it. So I have here the Seven of Wands with the Queen of Swords. To clarify it, they both were in the reversal. It just tells me you've been through some shit. To the point where you're not even looking at relationships. Jesus, look at this Queen of Wands. We're crying out loud. All right, this is my Game of Thrones, okay? Let me tell you a little bit about this character. She was controlling. And I don't mean for you to take it the wrong way, because I did say this may be your energy. But controlling I'm controlling my goddamn life, okay? Nobody tells me what to do, at least anymore. Nobody tells me where I should work, at least anymore. Nobody tells me that I need to, like, you know, be dumb. You know? Treat me like a cloth, a rag doll. Or you're out of that energy. So for my Queen of Wands to be in the reverse, when I see this character, she has like the opposite of you. Now, in this scene, she has become queen. She has been fighting to become queen for decades. Who the fuck becomes queen in the 1600s medieval time? Okay? Now bear with me. Yes, in history there has been a couple of queens. Thank you, queens, for running Europe and so forth. But there's been battles along the ways. She had to struggle because she was a woman, because she wasn't the next heir in line, meaning, you know, there were males, or one male, the king was still living. Whatever the obstacle was in her life, she couldn't become queen. But damn, she did a good job when she did become when she did become queen. And she became queen, but she wasn't the nicest queen. And this is how your energy is. It's like you don't trust anybody. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My guides just told me that. That it was that easy, huh, guides? Thank you. You don't trust anybody, okay? Yeah. 7 of Wands with Queen of Swords. Yeah, I don't trust you. Because I know what it is to struggle. I know what it is for obstacles to be coming away. I know how it is for people to be hating. But you know what? That's okay. Because I learned from all of you how to be a bitch. And that applies to all genders. And when I mean a bitch, listen, we all need to become a bitch sometime. All right? Yeah, I'm saying it. Moving on. I'm sorry, Taurus. Please don't tune out. I'm not a bitch. I promise. But you know what? If you get me there, my bitchiness is silence. Okay? Crickets in the background. Okay? That's my version of being a bitch. All right, moving on. Enough about me. I digress. So we have here the 10 of Wands with the 7 of Cups. Wow, Taurus. Yeah, you have been through some struggles. You know, Taurus, I don't know if you know this, but you do have a couple of people with the fox and the horse. One of them could be an ex for all I know. I don't know. Like I kind of sense that with the horse too, but. And then you have like a new love that you may or may not know about. You maybe just be friends with this person, whatever. But you know what? The struggle has been very real for you. Okay? Do I have to say anything else about this 10 of Wands? I do sense again, like you're responsible for your own ish. You know what I mean? Like you don't need nobody else. Independence. And you're good at it. You're goddamn good at it. Okay? You don't need nobody else. As a matter of fact, take your heart, take your love, and shove it. Shove it. Shove it. No, Leonora, we're not doing the shuffle. Shove it up your, you know what. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it sense with the Queen of Swords. You know, I wasn't kidding about how the energy was, but... And I'm sorry if you're going through that. It's not an easy situation to go through, you know, especially when people are not born to be that way. But yeah, this is what you had to go through in the past, present, and future. This woman, it has to go up this mountain hill, shallow, mind you, very narrow, and carry 10 wands behind on her shoulder. They're not small. These are pretty large, you know, long wands. Looks like the rope is about to break, by the way. Be careful, lady. And she's barefoot, okay? This is your energy, Taurus. It's not a joke. It's not a freaking joke. With the 7 of Cups, you've gone through your share. And I know I keep repeating myself. They're different cards, but they're telling me the same story. You have gone through or currently going through some type of, again, I'm going to use the word obstacle, challenges. That's the word. And each cup can mean anything. Family challenge, money challenge, so forth and so forth. I could feel your sadness actually from the 7 of Cups. As a matter of fact, it says mourning. I could sense you mourning. I feel that very strongly. especially with the Ten of Wands here. All right, let's clarify it. Okay, so we have here the Moon and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, okay. Taurus. I'm gonna have like waterworks. If I can't continue to see and feel your energy, I'm literally. You know what? This has happened to me before, Taurus, where I felt someone's energy or some group of energy where I freaking cried. It's pretty strong when an empath feels that energy. I'm clairsentient, and I don't mean to talk about myself. Whatever. Who cares, Leonore? Move on with the reading. But listen. Taurus, you are one of the strongest zodiac signs. You are an earth energy. Foundation means a lot to you. You could be some type of a narcissism, but some type of a narcissism towards yourself. Meaning, you're going to hide your feelings, and no one's going to know how you feel on the outside, because you know what? I am too strong for that, and I don't need people to be to feel any type of pity. I get that. You don't want people to feel pity. As a matter of fact, you are my polar opposite. You are my 7th natural house. What does that mean? I'm Scorpio. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I know what it is to bury your feelings, because the last thing you want is for somebody to feel fucking pitiful for you. You need to let that shit go. If you need to cry for 3 nights on your bed or in the bathroom or in your car, fucking do it right now, because it's a time. That is called shadow work. Okay? I'm not telling you to cry like a baby because it's going to make you feel good in the end. I'm telling you to dig up what the hell is wrong with you. Okay? Go ahead. Dig up that grave. All right? Because at this point, I don't think it's even 6 feet deep. At this point, I feel like it's 25 feet deep. Your grave, all those feelings that you've been digging a grave for yourself. I hope that makes sense. And the only reason I'm telling you this, listen, I'm not trying to be a bitch. Oh, Leonore. Stop it. Yeah, no, I mean it. I'm not trying to be a bitch. Listen, I just went through my type of shadow work unconsciously. I'm like, that's what the fuck is this? Why am I crying hysterically over watching this movie, this documentary? Because it was it triggered me. Watching this movie triggered me. I wish I remember the name of the movie. Centoya Brown. It was about this girl that went to jail, young juvie. She didn't even go to juvenile jail. She went to they tried her. Why am I saying that wrong? They took her to the adult criminal court. Even though she was under 18, they took her there. She got sentenced to about, I can't remember, maybe 30 to 50 years. I can't remember. But that documentary, I had to stop every 5 minutes to cry. I couldn't go through the film the entire, it was 2 hours long. And I couldn't go through that film without crying. I had to stop it every 5 to 10 minutes and dig up my grave. It triggered, that movie, that documentary specifically triggered me in some shape, form, or another. Mind you, I was never sentenced to 30 years in jail, but you get the point. That is what you call shadow work. Shadow? Are you kidding me? That is the shadow. Just picture yourself walking and the shadow's right behind you. Just imagine that. What does that say? If you turn around, there's a shadow following you. Dark. The planets are positioned in a way where it's going to bring it up even more now. It's half the reason why I'm bringing this up. Mercury is in retrograde. It's in Gemini. It's home planet. And I mean, following the other planets. And I don't mean to bring astrology up, but my channel does integrate astrology. It's going to be worse. That was my fucking phone. All right, it's gonna be worse. All right, let's move on. I think my phone is telling me to go fucking move on with the reading. When I saw the moon, this is what made me like just stop the reading. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't offend anyone by that. The moon and Knight of Cups came up in the reverse. So you're hiding your feelings. The moon represents inner thoughts, reactions. For me to see it in the reverse, it's exactly, and when I'm telling you, it is exactly what I just sat here and talked about for the last 4 to 5 minutes. This is what this card is telling me, along with the Knight of Cups. These are your freaking feelings. You're not gonna open the window, okay? This is in the Game of Thrones. This is a castle, and they would throw people. You see, I don't know if you see this little opening here. They would throw people that they found guilty, or sometimes not guilty, but you know what? You're guilty anyway, and open the window, and I mean, you see the moon obviously because it represents the moon card, but they would open the window and throw people down this rocky mountain. They will land on mountains, sort of like this actually. Mountains, but all over. They will fall in that. Okay, and just whatever happened to you, it's not your fault. Love yourself, and I'm not saying, Taurus, you can't love yourself. But you hide things inside. And it's not the time to hide things inside. Because I'm telling you, if you don't deal with it head on, it's going to get worse. It is. It is. And I'm saying that because I follow astrology, okay? I do. All right. Sorry. Moving on. 6 of Wands. Ooh, and the moon again. All right. So we got the moon twice. Again in the reverse. But however, 6 of Wands gives me a little bit of an optimistic situation here, Taurus. Look at you. Do you see yourself? Interesting. There's a word for this animal. Oh God, I wish I could remember. This has a longer horns than the bull, but you know, I mean, look at it. That's you, okay? That is you underneath the full moon. Ooh, Taurus, this reminds me of something. Okay, Taurus, I'm so sorry. I'm going on a tangent about astrology, but it's never a coincidence when I do stuff like this, okay? There is going to be a full lunar eclipse. What do I mean by full lunar eclipse? It's going to fall on a full moon. Jesus! It's going to be significant. I just did a video, I don't know when, a couple of weeks ago about the retrogrades and eclipses. Very interesting to watch. But I in the end, I do talk about the lunar eclipse. Now, the lunar eclipse is going to be fucking with everybody's emotion. Huh, interesting. I always feel energy before it comes. So, but in astrological terms, the full lunar eclipse, I'm telling you right now, it's going to mess with everybody's head. just the way the planetary placements are in the cosmos right now in the universe, it is positioned to fuck with everyone's heads. It is positioned to bring up people's karma. It is positioned to bring up the past. The good news is it's also positioned in a way where you're going to realize this, okay? Don't fight it. You're going to realize it, and there's going to be a lesson. In the end of it, there's going to be a lesson learned. Now, don't drown it in alcohol. Don't drown your feelings in weed, so forth and so forth. In toxic behavior or toxicity, you know what I mean? I mean, don't go overboard in excess. As far as stuff like that to numb your feelings, whatever it is that you do. Maybe some people drown themselves in work and taking care of their family because they don't want to deal with their emotions. It's not the time, okay? And I'm sorry, we are fucked. We have no choice but to deal with it. Among among other energies that I'm not going to go in. But I do see that you will be working on it. You are in the process of working on it. You have been working on it. And I do sense some type of victory for you. I mean, just look at the moon. Look at the water. Water represents emotions. All right. Yeah. This is a great depiction of feelings. I think this is a beautiful depiction of feelings. Yes, it was in the reverse, but with the Six of Wands, I'm not saying you'll be okay. I'm just saying confront them. It is the victory card. It is the victory card. So the universe, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whatever you go by, God, they're on your side. Your sources is on your side. All right? And what my guides are telling you is that you're not alone. You're not alone, okay? You have ancestors helping you through this situation. All right, last card, last spread. Three of Cups with my Four Swords in the reverse. Oh, I like that. And the Fool in the reverse. You know, I think for a lot of you, being with friends, family, you know, I do sense that you, two things. I just said don't drown your freaking emotions with cocktails. What does this look like to you? But, you know, for the majority of you, I think that, you know, company does make you feel good. Good. Use it. Do you have to talk about your inner feelings with them? No. But you know what? If you trust somebody, I would suggest you start little by little. Even if it's not a family member, a friend, or, you know, a partner. Maybe a social worker or something of the sort, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to do that, okay? With my Four Swords in the reverse, you know, it reminds me a lot of the Victory card. You're getting out of this funk. You will. You don't know it. I feel like a lot of you don't even know it. You're like, are you kidding me? Do you know what they did to me? You'll be fine, Taurus. I don't know what sign. I was doing just a reading on somebody that needed to do shadow work. There was a couple of signs, actually. And with the Fool in the reverse, I just sense doubt. You know, you're doubting yourself. And I don't know. Maybe some of you may feel that you're not strong enough. You've been in this energy for so long that you're like, I am not digging that 25-foot grave, Leonore. Okay, fine. You don't have to dig it all at once. Maybe you could dig 2 feet 1 week, and another 2 feet next month, and another 7 feet, you know, during Christmas. And I say during Christmas because if you think this energy right now is fucking your head up, your emotions, wait till December comes. And again, I'm talking in an astrological sense. I'm not an astrologer, but yeah, be prepared. Funny thing, look what I see again. What is this? Wait a minute. What do I have here? Why do I have two moons here? Oh no, this is not the moon. This is the Hangman. But look how she's holding a moon. All right, it's a hanged woman in my cards, in my Wellwood Tarot. But again, water, full moon. Look how she has the mirror on her heart. Like, you know, like you need to look at yourself in the mirror and deal with your own toxicity, your own demons. And maybe I'm being too harsh, Taurus, but yeah, that's your shadow. That is what you call your shadow side. And again, I see the Three of Cups. You know, I'm sorry, I just keep going at the. I'm reading the bottom of the deck. Sometimes I like to do that for clarification, but for more clarification. But Three of Cups, I see it again. That's amazing. Being in this energy of joy, I can see why, you know, this Three of Cups keeps coming out for you. All right. All right, Taurus. If you need a private reading, my email is in the description box. And that's it. All right. Love you. Bye.